Bungie posted a small trailer for Act 2 that releases tomorrow, and in it we get some very interesting information. Locations, bosses that return, and a possible clue at the identity of the Conductor. Possible spoilers ahead for sure. Let's first start by analyzing the trailer a bit. It's about a minute long and shows off some of the new content releasing in Act 2. Our goal at this point seems to be making our way to the center of Nessus and figure out how this Conductor has been corrupting Vex and allies like Saint. Also, why they're doing it. 3 new battlegrounds are introduced and weapons which we've seen and talked about from their previous streams.
We must delve further into Nessus.
You are in unknown territory now, Guardian. Be ready.
Towards the end is when we get a little bit more new content shown off. The trailer shows what appears to be the return of a Cyclops boss from the Curse of Osiris in Dendron Root Mind. The same model appears here in what looks like either the boss room of the Pyramidian Strike or the Inverted Spire. I can't tell, some people have said Pyramidian. So perhaps some of the updated missions or battlegrounds encounters use some of those areas. Pyramidian was definitely a cool Vex structure, so it wouldn't surprise me if it did return. Dendron, though, was responsible for converting Mercury and managing parts of the Infinite Forest back in the day. So either this is the same type of mine now converting Nessus, or Dendron itself brought back somehow.
So what exactly is the issue?
I've recreated Dendron, the root mind. I thought I could control it.
You always do. That's why people talk. Now that Panoptes has fallen, the root mind is attempting to take its place and govern the forest.
Well, then let's blow it up.
We then get our first look at the Conductor, the antagonist of this episode so far. This is the entity controlling the Vex, changing their behavior, and the one that messed with Saint 14 a couple of weeks ago. We see this Conductor figure stand in Vex radiolaria pools and rise Vex precursor units from below. We've seen cover art for the episode and the outline of the Conductor, but this is the first in-game still, and if we zoom in we get more details. Detail that could reveal who this character is. Not too surprising, but as it turns its head a little bit, we can see the same sort of structure as Lakshmi's Exo head, unless they again use the same model for a new character. So either Lakshmi could be back, or more likely it's Maya Sundaresh as many have theorized. Lakshmi was killed back in Season of the Splicer. More on that in a moment, but first the design of this character is super cool. Not sure if they have just one arm or are positioned a certain way, but the Vex head apparatus and controlling nature is quite scary. One of the biggest clues that this is Maya Sundaresh is the information Bungie gave us in Veil Containment over last year's seasons, and also sort of the way the character has been acting up to this point in the episode. The Containment audio logs heavily involved Maya Sundaresh, dead Exos, a Conductor and a chorus under the Veil, the creation of Lakshmi, and how Maya supposedly died in that Conductor's seat. Lakshmi is straight up a copy of Maya herself, so the same voice, same memories. Now I'm going to replay some of those Veil logs stitched together, 5 minutes of different clips if you are interested in rehearing what we were told back then, see how it lines up now. It does seem like Bungie was setting up for this moment. At the time, we weren't even really supposed to receive Veil Containment, I don't think, but the world building and stories they told us back then may actually have a part to play in future content. Neomuna and the Veil, Ishtar's Vex experiments both on the surface and in the Vex network back on Venus. M-Sun 12. It all becomes a little more clear. Here are the clips.
Maya and I have finalized a prototype interface for the Veil. Hopefully it'll allow our research team to investigate it in detail. The system's designed like an orchestra, with a central conductor directing a symphony of minds to act like a distributed network. The idea came to us by watching how collective networks like SIVA and the Vex operate. The hope is we can aggregate and pass the vast amounts of psychic data emitting from the Veil. Lakshmi 2.
What?
Maya's... I don't even know what to say. I'd recused myself from further experiments. Told her to take some time off. She refused. And the minute I wasn't there, she started hauling the brain-dead Exos out of cold storage, hooking them up to the Veil interface. She burned through dozens of them, reversed the entire machine's design, used a chorus of brain-dead Exos to funnel data down to the conductor seat, projecting a mental imprint. Hers. I didn't know Lakshmi 2, but Maya did. And now she's made this thing. It speaks with her voice, has some of her memories. The way it looks at me. It's like it knows something I don't.
Osiris, do you recognize that name? Lakshmi?
Yes. And no. Lakshmi 2 was an exo and once leader of a faction on Earth known as the Future War Cult. She died over a year ago. But she never once made mention of any of this. Of Neomuna, of Maya. Did she know? Did she remember? This is all as much a revelation to me as it is to you. It throws everything she did while in the last city into question.
I mean, if she was a copy of Dr. Sundaresh, then is she really dead?
I don't know. For now, I must deliver a rather uncomfortable report to Ikora.
Maya's dead. I found her in the conductor's chair, alone. Nobody knows what she was doing. Her copy, that thing, Lakshmi, is still developmentally incomplete. It doesn't understand what happened to Maya. I had it quarantined until we do something.
There's no dates on any of these files. There's no telling how much time is set between them.
Time enough for loss. How many are left?
3 more.
Then let us hope there are yet more answers to uncover.
Geoma AC. Log. Whatever. The war mind has reactivated. Our base on Hyperion detected network activity. They found us. Classified our location, Nephili Stronghold. We already estimate that Rasputin has attempted remote interference with our network, our research. It can't. I won't let what we've learned here ruin more lives. I'm going to send Stargazer off-world to deal with the problem. They can take Lakshmi with them and do whatever. As long as it's out of the city, out of my sight.
So Guardians, that's all we got for today's video. A little look at the trailer for Act 2, which releases tomorrow. Is this Maya Sundaresh, her mind ferried from that conductor's chair? Lakshmi back alive, or a copy of Maya that emerged from the Vex network? If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.